Okay, welcome everybody. This is Sky Vision Lounge, where we do live analysis of the market. We do both London and New York session. This is the New York session, and we welcome everybody. So we are looking at how price moves. Okay, so we looked at it briefly earlier in the morning, and I just thought to go over it again for those of us who were not um, in during the London session. Okay, so what we did was to just look at how price moves. We all agree that if price was going to move from this point here, from this high to a low, right? Once it moves down to a lower low here, what does it do next? It will pull back. Now, on that pullback, it gets to a certain level, which we'll call the higher low. That's LH. All right. Okay. So it's supposed to be lower high, rather. Lower high. Lower high. Pardon me. Is a lower high. And why is it a lower high? It's lower than this initial high here. That's why it's a lower high. Okay. And then it moves down and breaks that low. Okay. And then it repeats that again, that same pattern. It gives you another lower high, which is lower than the previous lower high. And then it goes down again, giving you a lower low, right? And then it repeats that pattern until it has exhausted repeating that pattern. And then what you will then see is that price will then move and break that last lower high. And that is done with, let me mark it here. So you have a break of that last lower high, which is a break of structure, which then gives you a higher high here. Why is it a higher high? It's higher high because it's higher than this last lower high here. Then it comes again, it gives you a higher low this time around. Yeah. This higher low here is higher than this low here. Okay, and then it gives you the last one, the last leg there, a higher high. So and then it just repeats that pattern, and then when it's coming back down as well, it just does the same process. It will break this last structure there to give you a break of structure, potentially pull back. So it gives you a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then it just continues that pattern like that. That is all price does all day, all week, all month, all year. So now the challenge for us is how do we identify these things? Yeah. So let's look at the chart. I just picked one that would not one that was that I saw earlier. I think this was this is pound Aussie on the 30 minutes chart. Mind you, this can work on any time frame. It works on any time frame, actually. Not that it can work. It works on any time frame, and we'll confirm that shortly. So just look at this price action here. So price starts out on that day. It pushes up, then it pushes down, breaking this last low here. Yeah, so this was a low down here. So it breaks that low, it pulls back, it pushes down again. So you have a lower high. So you have a low and a high. Then you have a lower low, a lower high, a lower low there. Then what happens next? You see price push from here and breaks this high here. So giving you a change of direction. Yeah. So it then comes back down and then goes up and then comes back down, but it does not break this major low here. Yeah. So it does this and then does that again. It pushes up again from here and breaks this high here, right? And then what does it do next? Look at what it does. It comes back down and then it breaks it again. Yeah, so you have that series of, this is a low here, and then you get a higher high here, which is higher than that last lower high here. This is your lower high here. Yeah, so it breaks it there, pulls back, goes up a little bit, does not really break and close above. It pulls back down and then comes in here and breaks this zone here. You have another break of structure there. This is where it's very clear. So it pulls back and then it goes on like that. Yeah. So that is how price does. That is how price moves on a daily basis. Yeah. And all we need to then do is just to map out which direction the market is likely to go next. Okay. So let's look at at our normal pairs and just look at what price is doing. Okay. So we'll just map it out the same way, looking at breakout structures. So let me just clean out all these lines here. So what has price done today? So price pushed up, came back down, broke structure down here. Yes. And then it pulls back. So what do you expect price to do from here? You expect it to come back down according to that pattern. Yes. But what does it do? It comes down to this level. It gives you some rejection and then pulls up. What does it do there? Can you see how it broke this lower high here? So it broke that structure, meaning that it has changed the structure of the market. It's no longer in a potential move for lower lows, lower highs. It just gives you the first leg, pulls back, and then when on this pullback here, instead of going further down, and you will see that in this section here, there were some rejections here, right? Unlike, let me see, something like yesterday, right? So it did a nice break of structure here. Let me just map it out. So from this level here, it breaks this structure, pulls back, it comes in here, then eventually breaks this structure here. Yeah. So you have your nice break of structures just moving down until it then decided to change direction there. So right here now, it's done a similar thing as well. Okay, it's done a similar thing. So what has price done? So it's giving us a lower high, and then what does it do from there? It pulls back and then pulls back up, and then comes back down here, and then just comes in here. Can you see how price is just moving in here? You can see that instead of doing lower highs and higher highs and lower highs and higher highs, it's beginning to shift direction. First is it wicks this low here. It breaks this low here. It just wicks it rather. It doesn't break and close below. So it wicks this low here, and then it pulls back and then comes back in here. So giving you potentially that this high here was being rejected. And if you see on this next candle here, it gives you a lower high compared to this high here. And then it moves down, right? So now price is pushing down. Okay. So so now, well, the best place to have entered will be in here, somewhere in here. Yeah. But let's leave that for now. We're here right now. So what do we want to do? Once it breaks this low, so it has broken this initial low here. So what do we expect? So from here, we can say, let's expect another pullback in, and then potentially for price to break these lows here. Yeah, to break this low. So a pullback and then another break, right? But if it doesn't do that, if it doesn't pull back and break, it may just break it on this candle. And then if it does that, just look for a potential pullback and then go further down with it. Yeah. So we'll just take it like that. Let's look at the next chart. Okay, this is pound yen. So pound yen too is just going sideways at the moment. You can see what it's doing. It's not giving you a clear trend, right? It's pushed down, pushed up, went down, then came back down there. It went up there. So there's no, you can't see any clear higher highs, higher higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs. You're just seeing a mixture of it. So once you're seeing a mixture of it like that, you just call it a range or a sideways market. So you just wait for market, let it break that range, and then you can take your make a decision as to which side the market wants to go. Would it be possible to trade within this one? Yes, it's possible to trade within that, but that's for the advanced class, right? Particularly those of us in the inner circle, where we look at rejection candles at the highs or at the lows. Okay, let's look at what it's doing on this one here. Let me clean out all the drawings here. The same thing, we have a similar setup here. What is price doing? From here, it comes down, it pushes up, pushes back down, breaking structure. It pulls back according to our process, and then does not come back down to break these lows. Instead, it just comes down a little bit and breaks that high. Let me remove this. It breaks this high here. And then what does it do next? It pulls back down, and then now is testing these highs again. So from what you can see here, you see, it's not giving us consistent lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, or it's not giving us consistent higher highs, higher lows. It's just moving sideways. So this way here, I will just say this is also a sideways market. It's not a consistent, it's not consistently moving downwards or consistently moving upwards. Okay, so just wait for the break above or break belows down there to look for our setup. Okay, let's look at this one next. This is pound Aussie. So what has price done? So price has moved up a bit, pulls back down, moves up, pulls back down, moves sideways a bit, had a deep pullback there, and then it's coming up. So generally, it feels like it has some sort of potential move upwards, but it's very sluggish with deep retracements. Yeah, so it's this one is it's not like the pound yen that was actually moving sideways that you can see it visibly. This one is moving upwards, but it's moving how will I in a tilted kind of direction. If I mark these two here, not that I trade channels, but if you can see it's pushing upwards. Yeah, where would my line in the sand be? I think I'll put it below these lows here. If this current candle here, or maybe the next one, if it breaks below those lows here, then I'll look for potential to sell and then go further down with it. Otherwise, I'll wait for, I could actually do a buy right there and put my stop loss below the lows there to see if price will then push up, right? But right now, market is just moving sideways, really, even though it's tilted, yeah. So it won't give me a big, I won't be very, very encouraged to take a trade there. This one too, I mean, you can see this even without us making any plan and mapping out any higher highs or higher lows. You can see that it's moving sideways. So initially it's broken these lows here just now. So let's see if it's going to sustain and break below. If it can break below, if it can break close below, then we'll see if we can move sideways, move downwards with it in that direction. Let's look at Pound USD. Pound USD looks a bit more promising. It may actually close below, yeah, which is what we're looking for. So initially it went up. I actually had a buy here earlier, but it just came all the way down and it stopped me out. Or I closed it actually when it was near my stop loss there because I didn't like the price action anymore. Yeah. So now it's just gone, it's come down, it's come all the way up, it's come back down again. So it's just a sideways market. It's breaking it now. If it can break below and close below, Then we'll just look for a potential pullback and a continuation downwards. Okay, let's look at USD yen, USD JPY. This one is more like it. So it starts out like this, pushes up, pulls back, pushes up, pulls back again, pushes to the same area here, eventually breaking structures there. So what do we expect? Potentially, we can expect some sort of pullback and then a continuation. Yeah. So this would be my line in the sand down here. Yeah. As long as price does not break below this zone here, I'll be looking for potentials to buy. Okay. Beautiful. Do we have any questions? Let me check the chat to see if there's any question in the chat. No question in the chat. Oh, good. So we're understanding this. So I like that. We are grasping the whole concept of this of price patterns and price movements. So let's keep at it. We'll be back tomorrow by God's grace, London session and New York session. Thank you very much.
Please, sir, how
Yes, sir.
busy is your how busy is your schedule later this morning or this afternoon or so today?
Yeah, we can have a
Can,
chat. No wala.
can I, yeah, chat, talk to
Yes,
you
please.
after
Yes,
this
please.
class?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay,
Lovely. Thank you.
okay. I will call you when.
Yeah.